Good morning, friends. Miss Barron here. This is our week 8 writing lesson. Week 8 writing lesson. If you are using a packet, you are to complete page 22. Again, page 22. I will show you what it is that we need to do for this week. Um, it says writing lesson. Writers study the decisions authors make and make decisions about purpose, genre, topic, and audience for their writing piece. You will need a pen or a pencil and a blank piece of paper. Definitions. Purpose is the reason an author writes. So you got to think, why do I want to write? Genre, a type of writing such as story, poem, or letter. What type of writing will I create? And another type of genre that we learned in school was fiction, nonfiction, informational, poetry, and so forth. Audience, who an author writes a piece of writing for. What do I want to write about? Or who do I want to write for? And your topic is what piece of writing is all about. What do I want to write about? So it says, read the 4 pieces below and notice the decisions each author made about the purpose, genre, topic, and audience. And sample number 1. Tornadoes spins around and round, powerful and scary. If they touch the ground, dark skies in the afternoon make me want to hide in my room. Hovers over my head as I hide in fear and dread. By Christine, I think, or Christina. The purpose is this author wanted to share about the feeling of being scared of a tornado. Genre, this author wrote a poem. Topic, this author wrote about the dangers of a tornado. An audience, this author wrote her poem to share with her classmates and teacher. So, I don't know if you guys remember, we actually did poems like this one during our poetry lessons. And then sample number 2, my first tooth is gone. I remember one winter night. I was 4. My sister and I were running down the hall and something happened. My sister and I had run right into each other. Boy, did we cry. But not only did I cry, my tooth was bleeding. Then it felt funny. Then plop, my tooth fell out. There it was lying in my hand. So that night I put it under my pillow. In the morning I found something. It was not my tooth. It was $2. So I ran down the hall like I wasn't supposed to and showed my mom and dad. They were surprised because when they lost teeth, the only thing they got is 50 cents. Pretty awesome. The purpose of this is this author wanted to tell a story about a time in his life. The genre is this is a personal narrative. Topic, this author wrote about an event, the time he lost his tooth, and the audience. This author wrote his true story to share with his teacher. Sample number 3. From the kitchen of Stephanie. Recipe for lumps of coal. Dessert. 1 package of Oreos crushed, 5 cups of marshmallows, 4 tablespoons of butter. 1. Melt the marshmallows and butter together, stir them up. 2. Add in the crushed Oreos and stir. 3. Spread mixture on large baking sheet. 4. Place in fridge for 2 hours to chill. Cut and serve. No oven time. The time it takes for you to make this would be 2 hours. It serves 20 people. The purpose of this is this author wanted to explain how to make a dessert. Genre, this author wrote a recipe. Topic, this author wrote about a food, a dessert called lumps of coal. Audience, this author wrote her recipe to share with a friend who has never made the dessert. Fiesta, Texas. Fiesta, Texas by Cameron. Fiesta, Texas is in San Antonio. There are a lot of fun rides. I like water rides. My favorite ride is a roller coaster. I love Fiesta, Texas. Purpose. This author wanted to teach others about an outdoor park. Genre. This author wrote an informational comic strip. This author wrote about Texas Fiesta. The audience, this author wrote to people who may want to visit Fiesta, Texas. From here, we are going to think about what it is that you want to write. So it says authors think about their purpose, genre, topic, and audience when starting to brainstorm ideas for a piece of writing. Look at the decisions below that one author made for their writing piece. Purpose, to teach, genre, recipe, topic, cookies, audience, little sister. So that actually reminds me that my little sister is always asking me how to cook certain dishes that my mom taught us how to make. And one in particular is cinnamon cinnamon pancake. Why is that one blank? There it is. So here, I'm going to start with my purpose. I'm gonna put it on this side. Purpose. Again, you don't have to write a recipe. You can write whatever it is that you want. My purpose is to teach. My topic is pancakes. My genre is a recipe. And my audience is my sister. So, the best way to complete this writing assignment is by you thinking of your purpose, your topic, your genre, and your audience, and then filling those out as you go. So, since I already know that my sister's always asking me for these recipes, I'm just going to write it down for her. So she doesn't forget and she doesn't have to call me every single time she's making something. So for the ingredients, she's going to need, and I like to do these little star thingies here. Where are they? Let's do these. She's gonna need pancake mix. I like to use milk, butter, pancake mix, milk, butter, cinnamon. My secret ingredient is nutmeg. I have pancake mix, milk, butter, cinnamon, nutmeg. I believe that is it for the ingredients that she will be using. So you first get a large bowl, mix in pancake mix, milk, cinnamon, and nutmeg. A skillet is a little pan. A small skillet. She's going to, this is a word you guys know, liquefy butter. As soon as it melts, get it in the large bowl. So small skillet liquefied butter. As soon as it melts, get it in the bowl. Mix all ingredients together. Then large skillet, add a little butter. And by the way, guys, I'm sorry, but I don't use any kind of measurements, so I don't measure anything that I cook, which is terrible for my sister because every time she asks how much of what, I just tell her to eyeball it. And then once you start cooking more often, you kind of realize how much you need. But it really sucks for her because she never knows how much to use of what ingredients. Large skillet, add a little butter. That's not a complete sentence. A little butter. Create, or let's do pour in pancake mixture. Ingredients. Flip pancake when you begin to see little bubbles. It's actually pretty cool. Flip pancake when you begin to see little bubbles, and that should be it. And enjoy. I'm going. Ooh, I'm going to be sending this recipe over to my sister. She's absolutely going to love it because she's always asking me about all of these things that I cook. Whenever she comes over, I love cooking for her, and she's always asking me what I'm putting in my stuff. So again, you don't have to do a recipe if you don't know any recipes or if you're not cooking yet. I started cooking when I was very young. So if you don't know how to cook, you can always do a poem or you can do a little personal narrative of something that happened to you. You can also, explain how to do something or talk about a time when you had some fun experience, whether it was at an amusement park or maybe just going to the park by itself, going for a walk with your family. Just write about something that has happened to you. Okay, friends, if you have any questions, just let me know. And let me show you really quick how it is that you are supposed to turn in your work. So you just exit out of your thing. It will save it for you. Again, I am using a student's Google Classroom so I can show you what that's like. So look, it's saved. All you have to do is exit out of this. And then on the right-hand side over here, right here, you click on Turn In, and this little thing's gonna come up. It says turn in your work. One attachment will be submitted. Turn in, and then I, Miss Barron, will be getting a notification telling me that you have submitted your work, and I will grade it for you, and you will receive your work back in your Google Classroom. Okay, again, if you have any questions, just let me know. I will be having a Zoom meeting tomorrow at 6 p.m. So make sure you log into that if you have any questions about your work. Hope you all have a great day and stay safe.